Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Brickmeupscottie. I'm Scottie, who are you watching? Where I review alternative bricks like these kind of sets right here that you see. You may have never seen before. If you're just joining my channel, what's up? Welcome in. Sit down, have a seat, get your coffee, get your beer, get your whiskey. Try to enjoy this video. Anyway, today we're looking at this. This is from the brand Xingbao. Remember I did a video with Chris just a couple videos back talking about like, dude, Xingbao's like DOA, MIA. They haven't released a set in so long. And all of a sudden they drop this and they're like, boom. This has been in the making for a couple of years, man. How old is the last video I did, which is this one right here? This is the Urban Village series, which is the second one. The first one I dismantled. Sorry, man. I don't have the third one. It would have been like right here, the OG one. I did review it years ago. Remember that video? That video is 6 years old. 6 years ago, one of my first videos ever was that, and no one else made it. I'm like, yo, I can't go watch my old video, man. It looked terrible, and I talk all weird too. It has been selling, it's still selling even to this day. They made some minor modifications, I think, with the instruction, maybe some pieces, who knows. Still available on my store, brickmeupscottie.com, and this one, and this one. This one is not that old. Then they announced this one with it. I could be mistaken. Let's see how old this one is. 2 years old. Okay, so it's getting older now. Man, I've been around way too long on this channel, just having a fun ride with you guys. So this one was mentioned in this video, and they just suddenly dropped it now, 2 years later. So this is going to be a little bit bittersweet because I got a feeling this is probably going to be one of the last, or this is the final 6 years in the making, man. The final trilogy, the last of the series. And I think we're not going to see much of this brand anymore because it probably branched out doing all the other brands and using the bricks for other brands and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Let's just have some fun and check this one out. So this is Xingbao's Urban Village. They don't all have names, they're all the same thing, but this one actually says Scene of the Street. XB01038. 3,165 pieces. I do not have the box, but I do have the manual, which is right here. It's nice and thick. Thick book. There you go, look at that. Urban Village. There you go. That's all three of them together. I'm sorry that I don't have the first one, but if I were to put this together with this one, just to show you really quick, like this, I go bang, like that. It looks really good, man. I'm like, yo, I'm super happy with how this looks together. There, that's better. Wow, they almost look in line with one another. I'm so sorry I don't have the first one anymore. I have no room in my office, but I don't know if it really goes well together with this one, looking at the picture, because the color is totally different on the outside. What the hell, just get all three of them. They look great. Might be a little bit hard to see there, but they do have a little tiny story on this side there. See if I can frame hold that for you and zoom in on there for you so you can read it. Kind of a little bit of like a, not really a story, it's just like the scene setting type thing, and it kind of tells you on this page what's going on here, and it does come with the characters here. They all have names and stuff, so good. They put a little effort into this instruction manual. Oh, and here you go. This is kind of like the, it's like stretches out here, go. This right here is kind of like actually sending the designers in the streets, so China, to check out some places in the alleyways to make sure that they can get the idea right for them, at least. It is very basic and very easy to read and follow. No mistakes, no missing pieces either. I was like, yo, there's a couple things you do have to be careful for. If I remember, I'll tell you. If I don't, you're on your own. First impression of the set. Loose doors. Remember the loose doors and the other ones? Many loose doors on this one. I'm gonna miss it though, man, so I'm okay with those being kind of loose. The great thing is, this thing is super sturdy, man. So easy to pick up, bring to the office. I had no issues. It all comes together really nicely. Nothing's gonna fall apart on the inside. Solid, super solid. What I didn't like about it is more about on the inside. It has a lot of detail on the inside. I'm just not quite sure if I'm a fan of the colors and the way it's laid out. It's kind of old school style, but then again, maybe that era was kind of old school, so I might just go with that kind of vibe. But I'm trying to decide, if I pull this one back out again, which one do I actually like better? I don't know, they both look really good. They both look totally different, which is fantastic. They're not repeating the same thing. I actually really like the windows on this one because it's got all the bars, and we're gonna see that closely. If I were to flip it to the side here, show you there. This one, however, has a staircase on the back, and we go to the other side here and here. There's something on the back there. There you go, you get an idea. This one looks more appealing for the side parts. But anyway, enough of this one. We don't need to see this one. This one was good, if I remember. Wasn't it? Yeah. This one does have some stickers. Not a lot. They are going over tiles. It's mostly just the signs and stuff. And there are a lot of nice little prints here and there. I love how it's really busy looking on the front, but it doesn't look like a total mess. It really does kind of look like this. I went to China many, many times. It's right across from me. And I've seen like the old school alleyways that kind of have this exact vibe and style to it. Even if they were to release like a newer one, I don't know how much more they could do. I think they maxed it all out. I mean, they could do like different themes on the inside. As far as the exterior goes, I think having all three pretty much represents what I've seen in person. So there's not much more that they can do. So the inside stuff kind of has like mundane objects, but at the same time, a lot of the builds on the inside, like the little pieces, are kind of fresh. So I do like that. Before we dive into the set, just to show you really fast, you got 10 figures that cover the set. They are not standard figures. Their arms can articulate. Their butts look like they're on the front of them. So they're not quite perfect. And you got a little bike right here that comes with the set for the delivery guy. I guess that's him freaking out. So printing looks fine, but they're just not like figures that you normally are used to. But I like this guy though. He's the best one, man. He's worth it just to buy the set because we need more naked looking guys. Here's a closer look. I'm not a fan of the hairstyles. Some of them are kind of like rubber, like the girl in the purple there. So they're quite different. But still, I like Mr. Speedo, man. He looks so good. Here's the other crew. Some of these guys might be working in the juice shop or the lottery place or the delivery guy over there delivering your food. I like his face and expression. I like this guy's hair. It's like a flat top thing going on. And there's one more lady over here. And there's the bike right there. These are stickers on all four sides. Weird. There you go. Otherwise, a very simple moped to get around the city. Just to show you the back side of them. Some of them have printing, some of them don't. It's very minimal. This guy probably has the most right there. And there you go. We'll throw these guys on the set later and see what they look like. Whoo! Look at that front and just admire it for a second. Now, I mentioned loose doors. There is one other thing that's pretty loose, and that is the telephone pole. I really like it, but yeah, if you see right here, it gets a little bit kind of crazy and loose. But with that being said, it's got some detail here. This is on hinges. If I open it up, it's like a power supply box there. Got a sign down below. It's like a security emergency sign. But anyway, you know, it is a little bit loose, but I do like the design, especially if I go up here to the top part. Using like the gear spring looking pieces looks really good. Little light over here. And it's not really attached to this thing here, but it looks like it's supposed to like look like, or that illusion that is attached to the building there. Maybe I'm missing a piece there, I'm not quite sure. Back to the front here, I love the whole look of this. It looks really messy, but it looks really ghetto. It would look like a neighborhood that you just walk by in China anyway. It is all paved down here, even though it's using like big pieces there. I do like the steps going up, but doing that, it makes the set slightly raised. And you have some pins there to connect to the other sets. So you got three shops here. You got the hair salon shop. I like the little air conditioning unit here and the barber sign thing there. You got like a juice shop over there. I like the brick sign right there. Ice, that's really good. And you got this lottery shop. Take this off here. You can see that they have a sliding door there. They can open and close it. And the sign down there is like, oh, lucky if you win this much money. I wish I can win that much money too. Why is everyone doing a lottery right now? Like the last set from Wiki also had a lottery section. You know, this is like all brick built using little rings to put in there. I thought that was really good. I like the little air conditioning unit over here. That is all printed there, even on the window, like the signs and stuff. Those are all prints, they look really good. Except for this sign right here. That's a sticker going along the top. Come back over here to the juice sign, the lottery shop. The colors might be a little bit vibrant, but I thought it was actually pretty okay. And I like how there's a little orange cup up there and there's one there on the counter as well. And we'll see more details once we go in this place. Now this is interesting, man. I really like the look of this and the look of that. This one just talks about like whitening, moisturizing, skin cleaning up, cupping. And the one on the right talks about, I think, like beautifying yourself for a wedding, that kind of thing. But dude, yeah, this right here is so good, man. It's like prison bars. That's what they really look like. And there's even like a tiny little vent for the oven that's on the inside, so we know that's a kitchen. But I like that design and the look. This is just a beauty shop sign, but as you can see, there's only a couple windows there. There's nothing much on that side of the wall, and it's quite simple to build, actually, the whole frame itself. The building is nothing complex at all. The awning pieces are like individual square pieces, so just be aware of that. If I was just to show you the side here real quick, once again, loose doors. I like the green. It brings back the old school vibe feeling of the other urban village. On the third floor up here, I like how it's really busy, and it's more like balcony, right? So the little buildings, hut-looking things are much smaller. So it's the only unfortunate thing is it gets smaller as it goes up, but it's not like the other one. The other one I think was actually smaller than this, and I like the look, the hanging. I don't know what they're hanging up there, towels or clothes or what's supposed to be. You got a cat over here. I think he's facing the wrong way. Kitty cat. Supposed to be facing, there you go. Going after the fish right there. And I like the little touch of flowers, colorful lined on the side of that building there. I like the window piece here too. That's just like the piece with the, I don't know what that is, the T-shaped thing, and they're facing each other. It looks like windows. Hey, that's a good idea, man. The color of each rooftop is totally different from one another. Pretty simple stuff to build. The one on the very top kind of reminds me of the old school Xingbaos that we did before. When we come to this side here, I really like the plant here, man. We'll see that more closely, but I was like, oh, that was fun to put together. Let me put this back here so you can see the side, what it would look like that. Really nice. Again, more of the little windows here. And I mentioned in the manual, the only tricky part is that right there, like these. This piece is actually different from another piece that's very similar to it. See the gray part there is very thick. The other ones are actually very thin. If you look here, right here, see how thin that one is and how thick that one is? If you use the wrong one on this side, it won't match up properly. Just be careful for that, man. But okay, if I go out here and go like that and go boom, yo, more bars there. I really like that. And the pipe here going all the way down. Another loose door here. We're getting to the back here, which is going to look a little bit more plain like that. This is, I kind of wish there was a little bit more going on here, or not like big pieces. I'm not a fan of how they cheat and just make a big wall. I'd like it to look more brickier. Would look a bit nicer, I think. But again, same with the rails. Simple design. Got a couple more windows on the top building there. You do have a staircase here that goes from the outside to the top floor. Is this door loose too? Yes, it sure is. You have the air conditioning units. They put a lot of air conditioning units on the set. This is like super stable. The whole thing actually looks really nice. I like that. And you got the sticker on the door there, which is like a good luck sign. And pretty simple stuff. I mean, the colors here doesn't quite match, but it's probably like Chinese style. We don't match out here, man. We just throw whatever together. Unfortunately for this side, this is the worst side. There's not much going on at all. You do have a couple of flowers up there. The windows cannot open up. But at least like overall, if I show you like this, it looks really good, right? Damn. I was like pretty happy once I put it all together. Oh, and by the way, I love this right here. How they did this design right here is like electrical wires. You can kind of trim it if you wanted to, but I like how it connects all the way there. It looks good. It just adds a little bit more to the set. So is this set easy to take on and off? Yeah, dude, it's pretty easy. So let's just do it from the back here this time, right? Different for a change. If I were to grab it and grip it from here, you can see how easy that is right there. I'll move it here. It all comes together very nicely. Just those loose doors, unfortunately. And if I put this over here, like this. Oh, this kitty cat. This one comes off very easy like that. Here, put it over here. And this one. Yeah. Easy peasy. But you can see just from this angle, like, yeah, some room here, not much room here, a little bit of room here. Some room here. Definitely not much room in these spots, but we'll see those in detail and we'll see what it looks like on the inside. So here's the first floor. If I spin it for you here to show you, whee! It's actually all tiled on this one. It's not tiled on these two, and it kind of kept that in line with the next floor too. It's like tiled on one side, not tiled on the other. And I kind of just wish the walls would now open up like other sets. It's a little bit more trickier to get inside this thing. So when you walk inside, you'll see the welcome sign right there, printed. I like the black and white checkers. But yeah, you can kind of start to see like a little bit of blue and pink, white. It's so Xingbao style, man. Like it's not totally modern and clean looking. It's a little bit old school, but this is the hair salon or the hairstyle beauty shop. On this side, you got the counter there with a mug, and there's a print on the other side, which we'll see in a second. Got a clock along the wall and 2 chairs for your customers to sit down on and get their hair done. Here's the print on the other side to show you. Yeah, it's a different computer screen, man. It's not a Windows 3.1 thing going on. The set does come with a bunch of like little model sprues or pieces that have like beauty stuff on there. Ones that have like tools, typical stuff you've seen before, and even like the kitchen stuff. So you get a lot of these extra pieces, which is good. You can see some there on the back wall, and there's some mirrors there. Those are all prints. And I like this piece right here. It's like where you have to dry your hair. It's very simply made. Actually, everything in here is kind of just simple. If I were to pull it out and go like this, go, oh, there you go. You can see the back drawer some more. And even by the staircase over there, there's some stuff I can see underneath. What's that? It's like a stool, a sink. Maybe you wash your hands, and there's some hairbrushes along the wall. I guess it's like a little mini bathroom type thing. Yeah, you see the staircase that has like the cupcake white cylinder pieces going up along the top. That's what I mean. It's like, oh, some parts of the build is kind of too simple, or the color's like very off. That's a Xingbao thing though. You do have a sign there along that wall. On this side, 2 more chairs, so you can fit a bunch of guys in here, you know? More stuff on the counter there, like brush, hairspray, little lights along the top there. There are no lights with the set, by the way. Oh, and look how cool is that? They even put a little air conditioning, a standing one there. Could be a humidifier, but no, usually those things are just like straight up plug-in air conditioners. So when we leave the haircut place and you want to have a drink, you go to this stall here, which is really small, man. There's a QR code thing there next to the drink. I think it actually leads to a real website place. But there's a cash register there, counter. I do like that drink. It even has a little straw on the top. How cool is that? Over here, you just got the shop sign and the aircon. I do like the aircon. They put that like in every room. There's a couple of drinks back there. It's really small, man. You can't get back there at all. But at least they have some machines over here, the juicers, and some cups, or the illusion of cups. But yeah, man, even here, like besides the machine, there's nothing else there except like the studs there to put your character. That's it, man. That's a really small stall. Honestly, I don't think they even needed this shop. They could take it out and just combine it into another one. So now we come over to the lottery shop, and I like the fan. The fan design was actually really good. It's like oars pushed into there. That's a really simple piece, but if I were to pull this out, can I pull it out? Let's take the whole thing out. You can start to see inside there. Can't forget about the sliding door here. Opens and closes that we saw earlier. Simple design. There is a TV and a sofa over here. I guess that's where you kind of just chill. Hope you win something, but there's nothing on the screen. And the cash register, yeah, you can see the same screen there and another QR code over there, and another air conditioner there, but almost emulates that one there. So, you know, both are pretty small. I kind of wish that they could just knock this down and make it one big shop. On this side, that's just a plain table down there, but yo, look at those big pieces, man. Those are all prints. I'm like, what? Like bingo or something, right? Or charts and graphs. I don't know. Looks very mosaic looking. You can buy a bunch of them and just make a whole wall out of those. I really like those though, so that kind of makes up for the whole room. Ah, there's the QR code. Oh, look at that, it does work. It just goes into their WeChat thing. I'm not even following them. They're very slow to update, I guess. Before we get to the second floor, let's just appreciate this ice sign. I really did like putting that together. It's like this makes up for this because this is like a giant sticker going across the whole thing. But I do like how they kind of designed it in a way that's like down up there, and the way that each part is totally different from one another. So I do appreciate that it's like different. It's not the same for every shop. So what do we think of this? Good, bad, good and bad. Yeah, you see, it's not perfect, but it's still pretty okay. Thank goodness this place has 2 staircases, but we'll start in the back here because that's where the one from the outside comes up to this floor. See how it looks from this angle. Now this rooftop is kind of hooked here. I'll take this off here just to show you there. It's got a little bit more room, but still, these 3 rooms are pretty tight. I kind of just wish there was no wall there so it'd be more open. But we'll start how the staircase goes into this room, so we'll start here. It is super tight, but that is a TV there. Printed remote. I do like the remote control. And a very small cabinet, so thin. This is like a 1x4 with some stuff on it. And if I flip it around to the other side, you've got one sofa, one very small table with a teacup on it, and an AC there on the top corner. Here's another angle of the couch, and look along the back there, it's a small tiny shelf. Nothing can go on that shelf. So yeah, this is like totally living in a small apartment. I just kind of wish it was just bigger, man. Not to be that small. All right, this is so tight, man. It's like literally 7 studs wide. Kitchen. At least you got pots and pans down there, utensils along the wall, and yeah, it's really tight, man. That's pretty much it right there. But I like the fan, the intake that we saw earlier was going out to the outside there. And that can actually pop off so we can see more. Go like that, there you go. Oh, I can see a little bit more detail there. Some drawers down below, nothing inside. There is, however, a sink there. And look at the view, beautiful view, right? Prison bars. It is like a prison right there. Some condiments on that side. And that bowl again. We go through the kitchen and come to this small, tiny bedroom. That is the nightstand right there. And that is the bed, man. That's a really uncomfortable looking bed. Would you want to sleep in that? Well, at least you can fit the figures flat in there, which is good. And you can only fit that in there. That's crazy small, man. There's the kitchen again, just to show you with both rooms there. Now we come to this side of the room. There's the staircase there that comes from the bottom and it goes up to the 3rd floor. This room is a little bit nicer, but still it's that pink and blue, right? It's almost like the Friends series type of thing going on. This is still continuing the beauty salon. Ooh, look at that. You got 2 beds right there for your massage. Happy ending. Maybe for the Speedo guy. I can't stop laughing. I kind of like the look of this. I like how they folded up the curtains. And there's another curtain that's folded up in the middle, so you got a divider there. Makes you want to go to this place, right? You got this side of the wall, clock, a little table underneath the clock, some brushes there. You got this very standard looking black cabinet. Next to that, I do like the water cooler. I thought that idea or the build, it's kind of built into the wall, was pretty unique. And they used the little lipstick pieces as the buttons, hot and cold. So that was nice. I like the nail polish picture along the wall, very colorful. You do have 2 seats there to get your pedicure done. One of them does have the studs intentionally sticking out, so you can sit down and figure on that one. The other one, they're just gonna slide all over the place. Yeah, you can see a little table there, countertop, so the worker can sit there and do your nails. How about that? And before we go to the last floor, there's another standing air conditioning unit there. You can close this window and you come up the staircase, and we go to the next floor. Here's the first part of the 3rd floor. The staircase goes into this little shack looking thing. We saw the outside already, but just to show you that there's a little bit more detail. If you look here, there's a bowl down there, and it might be for the cat or whoever is roaming around. You got a little light that's kind of hanging over this window with a drink on it. And you also have another air conditioning unit there and a trash bag down there. And yeah, can you guys guess what these are supposed to be? Towels, clothes, or implies that it's clothes. And look, here on the side, you got another little power box. If I open it up, there you go, I can see that. I like that. This rooftop brings back a lot of memories, man. Remember the old Chinatown Xingbao sets? Watch those reviews too, man. Those are older, but those are still available. I still have them all here, and they're all still in stock. But yeah, putting those together, I was like, oh, this totally reminds me of that. But very small rooftop, so it's very easy to put this on. We can take it off. There we go. Comes off easily. Like so. Not a whole lot going on. It's just a very small bedroom. It's bigger than the other one downstairs, though. You got bunk bed here. I like the bunk bed. That was easy and fun to put together. Has a little ladder there. But here, if I were to take it out, you can see it there. Very simple design. I like it though. I did like this. There's a little fan right there, the little wheel piece on it. A radio down there that's printed with a drink on it. Hey man, that's all you need. Listen to the music, get drunk, cool off. But yeah, on this side, yeah, there's nothing there, man. That's it. So we saw that, and we go to the last part, which is this right here, the shack. What's in the shack? I forgot myself. Before we look at the shack, the color is totally different from everything else, right? I like the ladder, and I love the little garden area. The mop, the bucket, the flowers, the colors is really good. I was talking about this earlier. This was like so unique to put together. Not this one, to get that out of the way. This one right here. Can I pull it out? Oh, it's kind of stuck in there, man. Oh, there we go. It's like a cactus looking thing. So they used a mop piece or a hair piece with flowers there into kind of a chromy bowl. I was like, oh, hey, I really like that, man. We saw the vines earlier. The antenna is very simple. If I were to take this off right here, let's take that off. Ooh, look, it's so tight inside here. What do we have inside? Interesting, man. It's a shower, but this shower is really good because it has a water tank with a number on it. Do I do it upside down? 2 hours, or is it 42? You can flip it this way. Let's see if this makes more sense like this. You can do 2 hours or 42 minutes. But anyway, look at the shower head. That's cool, it's clipped in so you can totally take that out. I like the design of that. Very nice, and look, surprise, surprise. It's all tiled on the inside. And there's a little bit more of a surprise on this side. What's here? Ooh, you got toilet. That's built into the wall. I quite like it. Toilet paper roll there in the sink. Brush your teeth, and that's it, man. That's a very interesting little bathroom. I actually quite like it for being so small. So that was fun. Yay, we're pretty much more or less done with this thing. Let's put the figures on the set. Here are the guys on the set. Some are inside already, some are outside. It's pretty okay, and it looks really nice and busy once you throw them all on the front there, and you can put some on the balcony as well if you wanted to. Now, let's see how they fare on the inside. So here's the first floor, the guys inside. Plenty of room, easy to get the hands in there. Put them on the chair, it's all studded so they can stand there. And it might be a little bit tricky trying to put someone behind that counter. I find their legs move a little bit too easy. If I try to put this Mr. Speedo in there, see, it's like so hard to get my hand, I can't even get him in there, man. And the same thing for these two small rooms here. I got the guy there in the shoe stall. Very hard to get in. And even here in this counter in this room, the lady of the lottery, you can only see her if I take off this fan. There she is. And just trying to line up all the guys in these two rooms a little bit tight, man. For this floor here, the beauty shop has a nice fair amount of room to get your hands in there. It's easy to put the guys on the bed, and the guys doing the pedicure as well. However, on this side, you can barely see it there if I lift it up. Oh, it's hard to get the guys in there. Oh, they're all falling down. This side is a lot trickier, like trying to stand the guy up by the TV there, and even in the kitchen. So tight, man, like really tight. Probably not even in focus there. Chris, I need you, man. But anyway, they should have just knocked down these three walls and turned it into something bigger. Just like the other one, you can fit a fair amount of guys on this floor too. You can put the lady outside on the balcony there, you can put the cat there, you can put like maybe 3 more guys, and a couple guys inside this room here, but as you can see, there's not much else going on in there. If I put the guy on the bed, let's see if I can lie him flat here, like that. Oh, does he even fit on there? Wait, oh, this side, sorry. Like that. He fits on there actually pretty okay. Good size for the bed. So that's good at least. I forgot to mention earlier, this can kind of actually come off together like this, not how I had it earlier, so it can be flat when you take it apart. You can definitely fit a bunch of guys on this floor, even on the ladder. There's still room. There's 2 girls there, and there's 1 guy on the inside there. There's the Speedo guy, man. Don't look in here, I'm taking my shower. So it's pretty good. You can fit like a fair amount of guys just on this one. It is hard to kind of reach in there and put their figures inside. So there you guys go. The Urban Village. Go get it. It's available. You're probably not gonna get it by Christmas, man. Maybe, I don't know, DHL it, man. Gotta spend a little bit, but yo, we have this in stock. It's awesome, it's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'm a little bit slower because Christmas is coming up. I'm really busy, man, with the family. Something crazy going on. You know what? Maybe for Christmas, I'll do a video. I don't want to make promises, man. I keep breaking promises. But I might do a little bit more. I might do a little bit more blogging style of my daily life. You want to see a little bit of that more? Just for the month, because I'm going to be busy. I don't know how many reviews I can get out for the month. It's going to be busy, holidays, Christmas, all that stuff. Spend time with your family, man. Don't work so hard. Thank you so much. Until next time, you guys. Brick me up!